Dear students, in this video, we will have an overview of 4 lenses of strategy. Before going into the details, we must know that why we are studying such diverse perspectives of strategic management. In earlier videos, we have learned about 5 P's of strategies and also the schools of thought of strategy, and why we want to learn about these 4 lenses of strategy, and what is the importance to learn about these different perspectives of strategic management. In this video, we will clarify this confusion. We will see that why we want to learn about the different perspectives of strategic management, what are the 4 lenses of strategic management, and why they are important to learn. So before going into the detail, we must know that what is a lens. Lens is an optical device which can be used to correct the vision. This journal definition tells us that lens, it can be anything which is used to correct the vision. So this is a very common definition. So the question which comes in our mind is that what does lens mean here in the strategic management, in a field which has some theoretical foundations, and we are studying something in the business administration. Then what does lens mean here? So lens is anything which can investigate the logical reasoning, knowledge, and ideas behind the theoretical foundations. So while connecting the lens, the concept of lens with the strategic management, we must know that we learn about the lenses. These are those perspectives that give us an insight of the logical reasoning and the knowledge and ideas behind the theoretical foundation of the field. So this is important to learn about different perspectives. We will see that why it is important to learn about different perspectives of strategic management, and why it is very why we want to learn about these things. So why do we need to study the lenses of strategy? First reason is to avoid having a single perspective. Remember the story of blind men and an elephant? Every person had their own perspective about the elephant. So in order to avoid a single perspective and having a holistic view, having a comprehensive view, we need to have multiple perspectives on a certain thing. So in order to avoid having single perspective, we must know the strategic management field from the multiple sides and multiple perspectives. That is why we want to learn about the 4 lenses of strategy. The second point is to have different insights of the strategy and management. This is the same point as the previous one, which says that to avoid having a single perspective, and the second is to having different perspectives on the strategy and management. When we will learn about the 4 lenses of strategy, we will see strategic management from different perspectives, and we will have a grip on the different aspects. So same was the case with the schools of thought, same was the case with the 5 P's of strategy, and same is the case with the 4 lenses of strategy, in order to make our perspective a little broad. The third thing is to activate your critical thinking. Critical thinking is something which will tell you that what are the loopholes, what are the negative points or the demerits of certain lens, and how we can cover those lenses, and by theoretically contributing in the field, by adding in the body of scholarship and body of knowledge of the strategic management. So in order to activate the critical thinking, we need to learn about merits and demerits, positive and negative points of the different lenses of strategy and perspectives. So we have 4 lenses of strategy: the design lens, the experience lens, idea lens, and discourse lens. These 4 lenses are proposed by Johnson, Scholes, and Willington, and this is a remarkable contribution in the field of strategic management by these authors. So we will study one by one these lenses and see that what are these lenses all about and how they provide us an insight in the theoretical foundation of strategic management. In order to understand 4 lenses of strategy, we will map all these 4 lenses on the 3 axes. Number 1 will be the rationality. Rationality will tell us that how each lens of the strategy or the strategic management is following the logic behind it. And the second will be the legitimacy. Legitimacy will tell us that how each lens of strategic management is following the rules and procedures behind it. And third one is the innovation. Innovation will tell us that how each and every among the four lenses of strategy is using the innovation and creativity behind it. So each and every school will be mapped on this particular three axes, and we will understand on the basis of the rationality, legitimacy, and innovation. So now let's see that what is the design lens. The design lens, by definition, says that the strategy is a logical process of analysis and evaluation. The design lens assumes that the decision making is rational, and every person in the organization who is making the strategy has full access of the information and has the logic behind it to develop a strategy. And they also have all of the information, logical information, and there is no cognitive bias. So no cognitive bias means that he or she can process all of the information which is available on the basis of the logic. So there is a logical process behind the design lens. So it says that the design lens actually assumes that there is a systematic process of making a strategy, which means that we have a set of information available. Then a person who is making the strategy will be analyzing all of the situation, and then on the basis of the rational decision making, he will be making a strategy, will be formulating a strategy for whole of the organization. So it also assumes, this design lens also assumes that there are no other brain available in the organization who can make the strategy for the organization. So there is the strategy making is the task of only CEOs or the upper level management. So this actually the design lens actually follows the process of the logical, and the analysis and evaluation is also logical in it. So when we see the design lens when we map it on this three axes, we see that legitimacy is very high. Why legitimacy is very high? It means that it is following the rules and procedures in it. And the second thing is the rationality is also high, medium to high, in between the medium and high, which means that the rational decision making is also there, which we have already discussed in this video, that the managers and the CEOs are assumed that they have a particular set of information and they rationally evaluate that information to make a strategy. And in this design lens, we have a very low room for innovation, which means that if we are following a certain procedure and if we are following certain logical information, logical steps and systematic procedures, then there is no room for innovation and creativity to make this process innovative or creative. So in the design lens, the rationality is from medium to high level, legitimacy is very high, while innovation is medium to low level. To summarize, the design lens is actually concerned with the rational decision making, and it is about the systematic decision making and systematic management of the strategy.